Many thanks for those details. After a year of sharp execution and deep product innovation, Exotel has pulled off a strong financial turnaround. The AI-first customer experience company has posted a 65 crore rupee EBITDA recovery in FY25, swinging from losses to a profit of 34 crore rupees. The transformation was driven by margin expansion, cost discipline, and a clear pivot towards AI-embedded CX solutions, even as Exotel scaled to over 25 billion interactions and expanded into new global markets. With FY26 shaping up as a year of accelerated growth, we speak to Exotel's leadership about the turnaround, the AI strategy, and what lies ahead. Joining me now to decode their growth strategy is Shivakumar Ganesan, the founder and CEO of Exotel. Shivakumar, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. You know, you have delivered this major turnaround for the company, right? Moving from an EBITDA loss to 34 crore rupees in profit in FY25. What, according to you, were the key decisions that the company made to make this recovery possible and to sort of, maintain it going forward?
Thank you so much for inviting me to speak about our story. This is not an overnight success kind of a story. So we've actually been investing in a multi-year transformation story for the last 2-3 years. And, I was just telling my colleague that actually profitability is in our genes. For the most part of the 14 years that Exotel has been around, we've actually always been a profitable company. So I would say that this is sort of like a homecoming for us. So we've always looked at business as how do we add sustainable value? And so that's where we sort of came back. And like you rightly mentioned, we've improved efficiencies. We've gone back to our core. We've started focusing more on the core platforms. Our margins have expanded. We've sort of executed a little bit better. So these are some of the reasons, some of the ways in which we got to the green.
Sure. And, your gross margins expanded by 340 basis points while operating costs fell, right? How important was cost discipline versus operating leverage in this turnaround story?
So, they're both important. It's like left eye versus right eye. So on one side, our focus is on delivering increased value to the customers, which sort of shows up in our Excel sheets as margin expansion. And so we focused on that. How do we now innovate more? See, ultimately, Exotel is a tech-first company. And so, we want to sell high-margin products, high-value products to our customers. So that part is absolutely important. And cost discipline is also important. We need to ensure that we are executing better every year. So like tomorrow better than today sort of an approach. So they're both important. But if I have to pick up one, I would say that margin expansion, adding more value to customers is obviously way more important than cost discipline.
Sure. And, over the course of the last couple of years, you've also launched platforms like Harmony, Agent Stream, and the MCP server, right? How are these AI-embedded solutions changing how enterprises approach customer engagement? And how essential was it for your growth strategy?
So at Exotel, we focused on building technologies for the front line of every enterprise. So if you want to engage with your customers, interact, communicate with your customers, then we want to bring in the cutting edge of technologies for allowing the enterprises to do that really well. And when sort of AI came about, it became almost like our duty to be able to take this cutting edge technology and make it available for our customers. And that's exactly what we're doing. So this is very much a part of our vision. And as you know, AI impacts CX in a big way. So it's a very important part of our offering, and enterprises are loving it. So our Agent Stream product, which is the infrastructure that enables enterprises to communicate their AI with humans. So that's growing at almost 100% year on year now. We have our own bot offerings, voice bots, CQA, Agent Assist, and a bunch of other generative AI products. So this suite is actually growing at about 200% year on year. So I would say that things are looking pretty good right now from an AI adoption standpoint. But in order for us to sort of also put this in perspective to what's happening in the US, my estimation is that India is about maybe 6 months behind AI adoption curve and maturity level compared to the US.
Sure.
There's and if you could a lot more coming.
Absolutely. And if you could quickly tell us, Exotel sort of powers 25 billion interactions annually. And as you pointed out, you've expanded into the US and Saudi Arabia as well, right? What does global demand look like for AI-first CX solutions? Are you looking at any more new geographies? And how pivotal will India be for your growth story?
So there are 2-3 ways to think about it. So there is a customer service use case that we did for a Middle Eastern customer, and where we were able to deflect 70% of the queries to AI, which is to roughly say that 7 out of 10 conversations that were earlier managed by a human is now being managed by AI. And the global standard also happens to be about 60%. So one would assume that on an average, as an end user, you and I can expect to be interacting with AI bots, AI agents, 60% of the times with the brands that we sort of engage with. So I think that's roughly the thought process. And so there is a lot to be done. I think we're still scratching the surface of what's possible. I think this is going to be, I generally think of AI as like a 20-year sort of a mega trend, and we are still scratching the surface here in the first 3 years of this mega trend. So most of us don't even know what else to expect. But what we do know is that this technology works and it's going to be adopted in a big way by enterprises.
Absolutely. So 20-year story is what you're looking at. Thank you so much, Shivakumar, for joining us on the show. We're completely out of time, and we wish you all the best on this journey going forward.
Thank you for the invitation.